What is up, guys? I'm back doing a video here about the Bobcat Miner. I just recently ordered one, so I wanted to give you guys an idea about the Helium Network and why I chose to go with Bobcat. Excuse me. Um, Ultimately, the Bobcat Miner, I've been mining traditionally with GPUs and really going about it with through that mechanism. Of course, that goes with a lot more upfront costs. Takes a lot more things that we're familiar with, right? There's a lot of GPU shortages. It's really hard to find. It does also increase your electric costs. So really, there's a cost behind having to mine. The still obviously it does the benefit does outweigh the negative, or the cons. So with when it comes down to the Bobcat Miner, though, you there are a lot of really innovative things that are propping this miner up. A lot of the things really are the fact that it's a low energy, very high energy efficient um, network that it's essentially building. It's an open network, wide area network that it's essentially allowing people to use IoT open source network. And this miner ultimately gives Helium an ability to basically have a network, right? So this is some of the features that they talk about here in regards to what the actual Bobcat miner has, right? So that low power we were talking about, it's only 5 watts, a light bulb, guys. So when you talk about low energy costs, that's it, for sure. Um, the antenna, they do talk about being able to connect an antenna extender to it if you're having some issues with it being a bigger profit gainer for you. Looking at and exploring antennas are something that I've seen amongst the community that they've discussed. I'm not here to say like I'm an expert on it. I just recently ordered mine. Now I've looked into it for over a year. I've done my homework. I've done my research on it. Definitely listened to a lot of people that own one that have deployed some in different ranges to see what the profitability would be, and they've gotten back a lot of good things. When you go onto the network, Helium's website, a lot of the things that they pride themselves on is talking about it being the people's network, and that's because really it's an open representation of really what these miners do. They allow Helium to build an open source network that's decentralized, right, and allows for devices to connect to it, and you're providing the gateway with this miner. So one of the cool things I did was, or that at least Helium allows you to do, is go in here and look into the actual network. So you can actually view. Let's take a look here. You can view the network and see what the profitability would be around your area, maybe before you even order one, right? So I live in Vegas, but I'm just gonna go anywhere near, here in Vegas somewhere. And you can actually click on a network miner here. And if you click on one, let's just click on this top one here. They all do get these little funny names for the hotspots. It's all open so you can actually see. It'll tell you really what the profitability, what the earnings have been for this particular miner. Within the last 30 days, it looks like it's earned about $60 in Helium. So those miners do pay out in Helium, which is the native token for this particular network. So go on here and take a look at it, guys. See what you think in regards to what it can do, in if you want to start maybe considering other means of mining instead of just GPU or ASIC miners. When you look at the ASIC, not the ASIC, when you look at the Bobcat miners, barrier of entry for cost is only 429. After fees and everything, and you get everything selected the right way, it's really closer to like $500. Um, the ship days are a little far out, but they do, they're pretty good about updating everybody with if the time frames change. If the time frames change, excuse me. Um, so definitely check it out, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I know I should have said that at the very beginning. None of what I say on here is financial advice. I'm not telling you guys, hey, go out there and buy the Bobcat Miner. I am not sponsored by them or anyone. I'm just giving you my personal play as to what I'm doing as a beginner in that market. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a beginner in mining anymore, but I would say at least in the Helium Network, very beginner. Being that I don't even necessarily own one, I've just done research and really listened to a lot of people within the community about what route I should go and what network, or at least what miners to look at within the Helium network. So that's what I have about the Bobcat miner, guys. Once I actually get it, I will of course do a much more thorough, in-depth review about what it's doing, my 1 month, my 2 month, kind of like really give you guys a comparison as to what it looks like. It is going to be a while before that really happens, because the ship days, like I said, are a little far out. Another cool thing, guys, with Helium, they're pretty open about everything here. They give you a number of how many miners are deployed already, I believe. Let's see here. It might actually show it. Yeah, a total hotspot number of 466,379. That's a big number. So that shows that they obviously know what they're doing, or at least that there's some sort of viability behind that network. One other thing that I like to compare is really about where it could go, right? Because we're obviously investing in projects, and I always look at the max supply and what the market cap capability is. The Helium token is already at $35 right now, with a max supply of 223. There's 100 million coins in circulation. I like to compare that to the number 47, to like Solana. Solana has 508 million total supply, 311 out in circulation, and the price point's 141. So what does that tell you, right? Like, if you have a sustainable, credible network behind you, then the opportunity is there for it to climb. Yes, Solana is obviously one of the top tokens out there, so I'm not saying that Helium is gonna, outrank it or go up to that level. I'm just saying I see the potential when you can compare something that has half of the supply, and is also just a fraction, yet has a network, viability and a framework of hotspots being deployed. There's a lot of opportunity. I did see this miners way back. When I would say, I believe it was $14 when I was first looking or exploring and doing some research. But that's my video, guys. Again, bear with me. I have been down and out, a little bit under the weather with the whole Rona situation going on, but just wanted to give you guys a little bit of what's going on with some of the things I'm working on, and some of the things I'm hoping to get my hands on fairly soon. Let me know what you guys think about the Bobcat miner. If you guys are into the Helium network already and you have a miner, I would love to hear from you. I would love to, if you guys could comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything. I'm sure I did. I'm very new to the Bobcat miner specifically, because again, I've only been going based off of my own research. I don't have my hands on it yet. Once I do, then I'll give you a little bit more of what I think and what I think it can do. So let me know, guys. Subscribe. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting, and definitely let me know if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them the best I can. All right, have a good one, guys. Stay safe out there.